Just like in part 1, I'll be looking at sayings and phrases attributed to Jesus that are found in the Bible. Now, these teachings have been a big source of inspiration by billions of people all around the world. Hey guys, what's happening? Welcome back to FTD Facts. My name is Leroy Kenton, and I'm really excited for this one. We're jumping into part 2 of 10 of the most powerful teachings of Jesus. So let's just jump into it. Starting at number 10, we have let your light shine. And this teaching goes as follows. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. And that's taken from the book of Matthew chapter 5 verses 16. Now, this teaching points to the amazing power and influence that people have to create positive changes in the world. It's there within them already, that light. The teaching at number 9 is my brother, sister, and mother. And this is found in Matthew chapter 12 verses 50, and it goes like this. For whoever does the will of my Father in heaven is my brother and sister and mother. This teaching is pretty much lumping everyone that does God's will into the same group. One big, happy, close family. Next up, at number 8, we have the teaching of the Good Shepherd. Now, this verse goes as follows. The thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. And I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. I am the Good Shepherd. The Good Shepherd gives his life for the sheep. And this is found in the New Testament book of John chapter 10, verses 10 to 11. Now, this term, the Good Shepherd, it's very popular. It's been even used as a movie title. So you can see it's a very familiar teaching by many people, even non-religious people. And followers of the Bible, they have used this teaching to constantly renew their commitments to the teachings of Jesus because they believe that that's the only way to experience and live an abundant life. From there, we look at the teaching at number 7. I have overcome the world. This is also a very popular one. And this teaching goes as follows, and I quote, I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world. Found in the book of John chapter 16, verses 33. So of course, people that follow this teaching take comfort that, regardless of what hardships come their way, it can be overcome. The teaching at number 6 looks at being humbled versus being exalted. Matthew 23 verses 12 says, for those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. This is commonly viewed as a warning to those who brag and exert dominance over others in a very egotistical way. If you do that, you're going to be humbled. But if you actually start off being humble, then you will be exalted. The teaching halfway in at number 5 is a teaching of the 2 great commandments. You must love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, and all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is equally important. Love your neighbor as yourself. The entire law and all the demands of the prophets are based on these 2 commandments. And that's found in the book of Matthew chapter 22, verses 36 to 40. Now, those who follow this teaching believe that it is a summary of the 10 commandments that's found in the Old Testament portion of the Bible. The first set of the 10 commandments, that deals with one's relationship with God, and the second set of commandments deals with people's relationships with others. Next up, we have the teaching of fishing for people. This comes in at number 4. Matthew 4 verses 19 specifically says, come, follow me, and I will send you out to fish for people. Christians commonly use this teaching as motivation to spread their faith with others, because if you are following the teachings of Jesus, you will naturally attract people to his teachings as well. Okay, we made it to number 3. This is the teaching of don't worry about tomorrow. This is taken from Matthew chapter 6 verses 34, and that says, don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring its own worries. Today's trouble is enough for today. Students of philosophy and religion, they believe that this teaching calls people to be in the present moment and focus on what is happening currently, rather than worrying and stressing about things that haven't happened yet. They say focusing on the present moment can ease anxiety and remove a whole lot of stress. The teaching that I have at number 2 is coming on the clouds. You have said it, and in the future you will see the Son of Man seated in the place of power at God's right hand and coming on the clouds of heaven. Now, the passage that I just quoted is found in the book of Matthew chapter 26, verses 63 to 64. The teaching of the second coming of Jesus is one of the most common religious teachings, and even those who are not religious at all, they're familiar with that. I think everybody has heard about the second coming of Jesus. There are billions of people in the world right now waiting to see the actual Jesus physically return to earth to save those who are righteous. Okay, with that said, we have the teaching coming in at number 1, and this is the teaching of taking up your cross. If any of you wants to be my follower, you must turn from your selfish ways, take up your cross, and follow me. If you try to hang on to your life, you will lose it. But if you give up your life for my sake and for the sake of the good news, you will save it. And that is found in the New Testament book of Mark chapter 8, verses 34 to 35. So you see, everything comes at a cost. This final teaching implies that following the teachings of Jesus will require one to give up old ways of living and old habits and adopt new habits. This journey would also come with its own set of struggles, but the promise of the great reward compels people to keep on going despite what may come up on their journey. And just like that, guys, we made it to the end of another episode. This was a look at 10 of the most powerful teachings of Jesus, part 2. Yeah, we definitely can keep this series going. So if you want to see more teachings of Jesus, definitely let me know down below in the comment section. If you found this video entertaining and informative, don't forget to leave a like. And also, if this is your first time here to FTD Facts, go ahead, subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified when new videos are posted. We explore the various different countries, cultures, religions, and people of our world. So if those topics interest you, go ahead and join the FTD Facts family. And until next time, guys, stay awesome, stay educated, and I'll see you soon.